Hello you gorgeous people of the interwebs, I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Today I'm going to show you what I've been buying. Clothes, shoes, bags, skincare. Let's do this. Summer is in full swing, we are mid-July. What I've had in mind in the back of my head is not just summer, but the fact that we've got a week where we're going to be doing a bit of a road trip around the UK, going to a wedding, and then I've got Paris with the Handbag Tribe, and then we have another wedding as soon as we come back from Paris. So everything's all happening in a very short space of time. So I've been trying to curate my purchases and not just, you know, pick just random stuff. I have got things from John Lewis, the Cats Protection League, mostly M&S. I've got two things that haven't arrived yet. I've got a couple of pieces that I'm not entirely sure about, so I'm going to ask for your input. But we will start with some skincare. Now, you know, I keep banging on about being a Harrods Rewards member. I do think it's a really, really great way of shopping, especially if you're going to be buying things that you're going to be buying anyway. If Harrods stock it, sign up to be a Harrods Reward member. Get the points make prizes, and you get bonus things like an extra 10% off. Beauty Bio Healthy Scalp Serum. Try and use it once a week, but I don't want to strip out any of the pink colour, so I generally don't use this when I've just been pinked. But that was really, really good. That's normally about £60. There was a 30% off, and then I got an extra 10% off as a rewards member. So I stocked up on that. I've still got one on the go, and then I stocked up on these as well. These are a couple of Estee Lauder things that I use already. Now, I don't know if these gift sets were leftovers from like Mother's Day promotions or something like that, but I will have the prices up on the screen because off the top of my head I don't remember what they were, but they were discounted gift sets that came in less than the full, just the full size of one of the products. So a great deal. I got those 30% off, and then an extra 10% off for being a Harrods Rewards member. Do it, sign up, there's a link in my description. Right, so that's the skincare stuff out of the way. You will notice that I am au natural today, and that's because I'll be trying stuff on. The weather is supposed to turn a bit stormy. It's already a bit blustery out there, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do any back garden outfit of the day shots, which is a bit of a shame because I like that as a setting. So it's going to probably be up in here, all up in the bag room office of dreams. We'll start off with what I'm wearing. Green with a white pinstripe, linen short. These are from M&S. They have pockets. Shorts are something I struggle with because although I've got relatively slim legs, because I have relatively slim hips and I'm apple shaped, my hips aren't wide, so I don't have much of a gap between my legs, and I've got that little squidgy bit at the top of my inside of my thighs that rubs together. It's not so much of a problem for me while I'm walking. If I'm wearing a skirt or something, it doesn't hurt, but what it does mean is if the short isn't right, my legs end up getting hungry and they ride up in the middle. So I've got these ones, they're good length. I also went up a size, I went up to a size 20. These are elasticated. Could have gone for the 18, wanted to go up to a 20 for comfort. And I'm wearing them with this t-shirt, which has this little kitty cat with a pot plant on the front, and I'll show you the back. So this t-shirt is from the Cats Protection League, and I wanted a couple of really oversized t-shirts just to wear around the house. A lot of my t-shirts are quite tight fitting, and although I'm okay with that, they've got prints on the front and the boobs distort the prints. So I was looking for something that had like just a little bit of detail on the front. I've got three of these. I've got this one in black. This is indoor plants. The next one I got is in white here, and it's got outdoor plants on it, same fabric, same material. And the third t-shirt that I got from Cats Protection League says, "I can't stay too long, my cat is waiting for me." And I kind of had to get this one because it reminds me of Daisy, because her head falls off quite a lot. I have actually worn this one out when I was expecting to wear these around the house and in the garden type thing. I have actually worn this out on a date night. I wore it with my green satiny finish skirt from Monsoon, big chunky necklace, and I loved the look. I thought it was a really, really fun look. So 3 big and baggy t-shirts, all from the Cats Protection League, and also it goes to charity and helping cats, so I'm quite happy with these purchases. I have another t-shirt which I picked up on the trip to Westfield Stratford, John Lewis. This is a lighter material, still cotton, but a much lighter, again oversizey kind of style. This is just John Lewis and Partners, size 18, my normal size. These t-shirts are a size 18 as well, but obviously the fit is oversized. And this one was reduced from £14 to £5.60, so a complete bargain, but just a really simple, really easy piece. And yes, I did say I wanted more green in my life, and it would look great with these green shorts as well. I've got 2 pairs of denim shorts. These are from M&S. This pair has no labels on it because I have already worn them. They've got this turn up, both pairs, they come from the same range, this turn up here, and so that's stitched in place there, but these bits are loose, so you might want to actually use a bit of tailor tape or something like that to iron down. These are back to my usual size 18, and they're very, very comfortable. I don't know if there's particularly a lot of stretch in there. I think they're just quite a generous cut, and they're kind of high-waisted, and they are incredibly comfortable. And again, with the short thing and the hungry thighs, these work quite well because they're just long enough that they don't get caught in that whole thigh thing. Denim shorts, I mean summer denim shorts, right? Do you remember from my last haul, clothing haul video, I picked up this linen top with the little flappy flap at the back, and said they didn't have any black linen trousers in to match, but I wanted to get a pair so I could wear these as a sort of co-ord. Well, I did manage to pick up some black linen trousers to go with these. In fact, I managed to pick up 3 pairs. Yes, 3 different pairs of linen trousers. Yes, they are all different. This is the first pair. These are a wide leg crop. One of the things that I really, really love about M&S is that they do different trouser lengths, so I always go for short, but these I could have done with them as an extra short. These are the black linen trousers I wore when we went to Westfield for the shoppy shop. They've got pockets, they've got an elasticated waist, they've got a belt loop so you can still put a belt through them. Really easy to pull on, pull down for getting changed and trying things on. So that's pair number 1. But the good thing is they're all really versatile. These are more tailored. These are almost identical to the sandy coloured ones I bought last year to go with the lime green ones I also bought last year. But I have noticed that the one real difference between them is, although they've got all the pleats and everything around the front looks the same, these are elasticated on the back and the other ones aren't elasticated on the back. It's all more of a fitted trouser. So a bit smarter. These are the wide leg, and I have gone for a size 20 in all of these. So these have got pockets on the front, on the side there. They've got pockets on the back with a little flappy flap, and these are a full wide length, floor length. Okay, this is the 3rd pair. I think I've taken the labels off because I was going to wear them for something and then I didn't. Again, size 20. Again, that kind of pleated detail on the front with pockets, elasticated back to them, but this pair is tapered. So these come in, they sit just above the ankle or just on the ankle, so these are a really good option to wear with a pair of heels or something like that. And this was the first pair I bought because I saw the potential of wearing these. This would be a really good sort of suity suit. I've got some more clothes to go, but let's do some accessories. I picked up this belt in the outlet centre at the same time as I bought the round straw bag, which I have to say has been an absolute winner. I've really, really enjoyed using that. Very lightweight, very easy to use. Best 20 quid I've ever spent on a bag. This was originally £19.50 and it was £13.50, and I picked this belt up, just picked it up in a size large because I already have this in a rich kind of tan colour that goes really nicely with the leather detailing on my Gucci Marmont in the raffia multicolour. But I discovered when I got home that although they're the same size and the same belt, the lengths are really very, very different. So the brown one does dangle a little bit. There's a bit left hanging over and it dangles like this, which is a look I quite like. This one doesn't, it's much more like that. It's a little bit pathetic. So surprised that they're both a size large and they are the same belt, same design. You can't mistake them, but this one is actually quite a bit shorter than the other. Okay, if you watched the Westfield Stratford vlog, you will know that there was a bit of damage to this bag. I haven't contacted M&S yet. I have had it for a few weeks, so I'll need to check the receipt. I will update you on that, and I wanted to have a chat with you guys about customer service in general, what we should be expecting from the brands we shop with, but that's for another video. Let me know if you're interested in my thoughts on that. We have still got some clothes to go and another bag, yes. I've done it again. But do you remember I bought these trainers? These trainers from M&S. Really, really comfy from the word go. Really quite lightweight. I wore these when I went to Harrods with Hannah and Ramina. First time I had worn them out and about really. They were incredibly comfortable. So I went straight back out and I bought them in black and cream as well, black and white. So these are probably going to be what I wear going to Paris and maybe for running around Paris, because I have learnt now in August, when things are hot and steamy, you don't wear your big oversized clumpy chunky heavy leather Gucci trainers because your feet will die. So I've got two pairs of very lightweight trainers now, and they have that kind of Loewe flow runner with the tread coming up the back of the trainer. Very, very comfy. Looking forward to seeing what other colours they come out with in these as well, because I'm fairly certain I will be buying them if I like the colours. I decided that I was going to get myself a little pair of these kind of raffia effect. They're not real raffia. I don't know what they're made of. Some man-made material. But I wanted a pair of these kind of slidey things, easy to slip on. Would look cute with things like Terry turbot and stuff like that. Very summery vibe, obviously, because of the raffia kind of straw finish on them. These are quite a slim fit. I've got a wide foot, but I was happily able to stretch them. So now they do fit on my feet quite nicely, which is something I do struggle with. My feet are quite stumpy. I don't have particularly long toes or anything like that. They're just wide feet. So happy with these. I need to say, actually, most of the M&S stuff I bought, I managed to get on a 20% off Sparks deal. I have also bought these as something a little bit smarter, sandals, but I wanted something very, very neutral. They've got this kind of wooden detail heel. They are leather, they're wide fit, they feel like they look really big, and I haven't taken the labels off these yet. They feel a little bit big front to back, but I've been trying them on indoors when it's not being particularly hot and humid, and I know what I'm like if I'm out and about. My feet tend to swell up, so I'm in two minds about whether keeping the size 5 or trying a 4.5, because they do come in a 4.5, but I thought that colourway was really, really good. And then because I've got things like weddings and stuff coming up as well, and I want to be comfortable as well as chic, I picked them up in this kind of metallic, very kind of soft gold metallic finish as well. So I've got two pairs of those. Again, I've not taken everything off because I'm playing with the sizing. This is one time where I'm actually wishing my feet to swell up with the heat so I can actually really, really test them out. But wide fit. StyledByGwenny here. My final two pieces have come through, so I thought I would drop them in here now. The first thing is a pair of shoes. The lion was delighted when another pair of shoes showed up, and they are this pair that I saw and tried one on at Phase 8 while we were at Westfield Stratford, and the lion talked me out of buying them there and then. You don't need another pair of shoes. He's kind of right, but he's also kind of wrong. They are this incredibly pale, soft colour. This would be a nude colour if this is your skin tone. It's not quite my skin tone, it's a little bit paler. Two reasons I liked these. One, they remind me very much of my Sam Edelman shoes, and these are my Sam Edelman sandals that I picked up, I believe, in Vegas in 2019. So they've both got this kind of scallopy toe bit thing going over the foot, but the Phase 8 ones are quite a bit lower in the heel. Love these, find them a bit difficult to walk in because of the heel height. Excuse the road noise in the background. So I already knew that I liked this style with the scallop edging, thought this would be a much easier heel height, and I wanted a pair of sandals that kind of faded into the background. So I'm thinking of these as potentials for the weddings that we're going to, but that these would be very much in the background. They wouldn't take away from the outfit itself. And the other thing was this dress. This is Any Day by John Lewis. This was 55 Great British pounds, reduced to 16 Great British pounds. This was something that was on my list to see when we went to Westfield, and they were completely sold out. We came home, the lion ordered it for me online. £16 for a whole frock. I mean, it's a bargain, right? As long as it fits, it's a bargain. So we've got this kind of ribbed top half with quite an extreme sort of cutout. So bra thing is going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll get to that. So that's the top, and then the bottom is this double layered, they call this a bubble hem. So we've got this stretchy bit where the outer skirt and the lining skirt meets, and it gives this kind of balloony, bubbly style effect, which I really like. I've seen a lot of these sort of bubble skirts. M&S had a really nice one, but it was bright red, so I mean, it wasn't for me. As I said, the bra thing is going to be a bit of a challenge. I've got a crossover bra, but I'm expecting it to still be visible around here. However, I had already made my peace with this and decided if I couldn't wear this in the summer because of bra exposure, then I would wear it in the winter with a jumper or a cardigan on. So I'm going to try this on. I'm going to try it on with the sandals and show you the combo. As suspected, the bra situation on the back, fine, with the little clip to pull the straps together. On the front, still a little bit visible here, so bra solutions need to be identified. But did I say it's got pockets? Because it's got pockets! Basic human right. The frock is a size 18. All of the reviews said it comes up a little bit big, so I was comfortable ordering an 18. And this is what I mean about the sandals fading into the background a little bit and not fighting with the rest of the outfit, which is less important when it comes to plain dresses or outfits like this, but it would really come into its own wearing something that's got a lot of patterns on it. So obviously you could wear it for summer, but you could also wear it for winter by chucking on a little bit of cashmere, little cashmere cardi, some boots and a scarf. I need to get out of this because I'm melting. A couple more pieces of clothing and one bag left to go, so we're nearly there, kids. Also from M&S, and also with a 20% off, is this pair of linen blend trousers. These are palazzos. Again, you know I love me a palazzo, and they're this very sort of soft green, kind of almost on that green grey matcha kind of spectrum. Very comfy. These, I have worn these out. They've got pockets, no pockets on the back. There is a fake pocket, stretchy waistband. You've got this pull here. Really gorgeous trousers. Very comfy, very easy to wear. And another little bit of green for my clothing arsenal. And another bit of green is this frock. This is a bit more on the minty side. This is a John Lewis frock. I can't tell you what the original price was, but we picked it up when we were in Westfield for 26 Great British pounds, and I think it was about £69 originally. It is a size 18. It is very light cotton, and it is lined with a very light cotton as well. It does have pockets It is mostly this minty base colour. It looks like you're looking at flowers through a rainy window, which I really, really like. It's got a couple of ties here, so you can tie it up around the neck. I won't be doing that, I'll be leaving those loose. And it does come with its own little cloth belt, which I don't like these belts. The Lion and I decided that the belt around the front interrupted this pattern a bit too much. We didn't like that, neither one of us liked that. So what we did was we tied it up at the back. Because it's quite shapeless, that helped to pull in the back, but it left the front free of being obscured, the print being obscured by any belt interruptions. Like you can see there, it just doesn't look right, does it? So this one, I think this is a contender for taking to Paris. The sleeves are nice and wide as well, but you can't see in to see any side boob or anything, so really fantastic. And I've already been thinking about wearing it because it's got the purple in there with Miss Peekaboo and my new Aspinall bag charm, which is a flower, so that works really nicely together. Very, very happy with this purchase. Had seen this online, discounted it, tried it on in store, loved it. Also from M&S is this denim number. It's a little top, it's got little sort of puff sleeves with a little cuff here and some pleating detail there. Really, really cute. It's just got a flat square neckline. It comes in quite close under the boobies here, so I actually went up to a size 20. The 18 really kind of flattened my boobs quite a bit. The 20 I stand a chance of breathing in. On the back we have elasticated all the way down, that whole panel there, and I am not gonna lie, I have worn this on a matchy with my dark denim palazzo jeans also from M&S. That was for a date night, and I took the tiny little Christian Dior that Winnie B LV gave me. I can wear that crossbody, and it was a very cute little look. I thought so. Anyway, what else would I wear this with other than my denim palazzos? Do you know, I'm not actually sure. It might be that I just wear these together as a co-ord. I am going to have a play, otherwise it is just that double denim moment. Spotted this in John Lewis. Nearly didn't bother trying it on because it's a size 16. This is French Connection, size 16 there, and this is a shirt that was 75 Great British pounds reduced to 30. So picked this up, and it is this very fresh, somewhere between mint but heading into apple. It is shorter at the front, longer at the back. You've got a little pleat. What else can I tell you about it? Oh yeah, it's got this amazing cutout detail. So you've got the cutout, and then you've got the embroidery that goes around the cutouts but then continues down the front of the shirt, and a detail that I really appreciate, and I know that the Lion appreciates this on his shirts as well, is the buttons are actually covered there. So the buttons come through on this part and then it's covered, and the Lion said, "That's very you." I think it looks really good with the pink. Back to M&S for the last bit of clothing, and it is this oversized short shirt dress in black linen with this white embroidery on it, which I think is rather fabulous. So it's a shirt finish, it's got a collar, it has pockets. Yes, what do we say, kids? Basic human right. It's got pockets. Now the design is only on the front, not on the back. This is another contender for Paris. It is a bit short. What I'm thinking as things cool down a little bit is I can wear this with a pair of the black, or one of the many pairs of the black linen trousers I have. But for wearing it on its own, I have also bought, this is the first time I've ever done this, some sort of chub rubby type knickers. I haven't tried these on yet. They come in packs of 2. I've gone for the 16 to 18 because I find M&S underwear comes up quite big, so I always go down a size for my knickers from M&S. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, really liked this. The Lion had suggested I could wear it done up for a more of a smart look, done up but with a big chunky gold chain coming under the collar, and I've got to say I really like that idea. Styled by the Lion. So that's all of the clothes, all of the shoes, all of the skincare, but I did promise you one more handbag, and here we go. I looked at this one online before we went to John Lewis at Stratford, and I wanted to see it in person, and I did, and I fell in love with it, so I bought it. It is this black and white woven, so it's got a really lovely texture to it. I like how it's gathered here. It is a clutch bag, and this is the bottom. This is how it looks on the bottom, all sort of gathered in the edges on the corners there, and then a big seam. It's got this strap which is removable. This makes it a shoulder bag. I don't think I'm ever going to use it like that. I don't think I'm ever going to use it like that. Again, I've got Paris and I've got weddings and things on my mind. And it is just an open space. I lie because there is a slip pocket. These little tabs, they'll just sit in. This is what it would look like as a clutch. It's not like a Bottega massive oversized pouch, but I thought it was a nice, fun, interesting black and white. It's really funny because I bought this and then I watched Meredith's Louis Vuitton skirts and talking about how she's going for a black and white palette for Paris. I think that is a genius move. Makes everything really easily interchangeable, and I think just this would be really great as a jeans t-shirt. I always go to jeans and t-shirts as styling ideas because that's pretty much what I wear a lot of the time. Something like this would just amp that up a little bit, elevate that really simple basic look. Let me know what you think of all of the pieces I've picked up, and let me know if you're a similar size and shape to me, if this gives you any ideas of what you can wear over summer, over the hot periods. And yeah, until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next video, please stay safe, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan-dabby-dozy, and bye-bye!